was the rise of respected industry, dazzling and dehumanizing. Atlantic slave trade shared many features of the modern commercial industry. It was carried out by competitive, profit driven groups, enterprise backed with complex capital arrangements, and integrated into vast global networks for commerce. The very earliest English slaving voyages in the 1560s were backed by the early forms of corporations, which multiple stockholders would enjoy limited liability. In the 1600s, when the slave trading was dominated by national monopolies, England Royal African Company became become one of the world's largest corporations. As a pro-slavery writer would note, slaving was not some clandestine or piratical business, but an open public trade encouraged and promoted by acts of parliament. For so, in being contrary to religion, it must be deemed a national sin. According to the British history, Hugh Thomas, among those who owned shares in slaving corporations were members of the royal family, noblemen, members of parliament, and such leading lights of Jonathan Swift, Daniel Defoe, Sir Isaac Newton, Alexander Poe, and even John Locke. Those whose writings of liberty would famously help inspire an American and French Revolution was invested in the slave trade. By the late 1700s, 10 big firms and hundreds of small ones sponsored slave voyages. Just in the thriving slave ports of Liverpool, a contemporary source of claiming that the potential profits are so dazzling the population that many of Liverpool's slave ships were fitted out by authorities, draped in drapers, ropers, grokers, tallows, chandlers, barbers, tailors, etc., each with his share in the enterprise. Profiting the slavery was considered respectable across Britain's lower, middle, and upper classes. Slavery was deemed critical to fully exploit the vast resources of the New World.